I was, but like hardly anybody replied. So I was like, I guess not. I got like 3 replies in 5 minutes because I was kind of like, I was like, let me see who like is kind of a. There's good Tinley. Today won't be super long. There's honestly, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it's storming today, so I won't be long. What's good? What's good? Part of the weird stuff with like R99, like a lot of the community doesn't really like um watching like other games. Yo, it's good, Chipotle. A lot of the community doesn't really like care for other games. It's weird. So I have to figure something out. What's my impression so far with 1.6? Uh, well, I think my main problem right now is that I'm gonna be honest. Since Joe is out, she kind of makes like a lot of the content really easy, and I beat it very quickly. And so I didn't really have to try in a lot of the content. And so like everything's beat right now, you know? Yo's get Eagle. My problem is the content. Yo's get Eagle, bro. It's been a while. It's hard to. Wait, what screen is it? Oh, it's not even doing the right screen. It's a screen within a screen within a screen. Even Limbo is easy? Yeah, with Joe. Uh, it was just a little too easy. Because so let's go to this. So if you remember, I struggled with Black Dwarf on beating that stage. With Babel, with Joe, it's significantly easier. Significantly easier. Until the torch is lit. Benefit from reading. Yo, what's good, Leshy? Get out of here. And that's with P0. And so it makes me where I'm like, well dang, bro. Like what yo, what's good, everybody? Make sure you liking up the stream. Make sure you liking up the stream. I spelled that man's name wrong. It's crazy because I think Etienne available now would be more fun content-wise than the Ladder Should Be a Celebration banner. Well, I think they should have pushed Joe to Anniversary. I don't know what they have planned for Anniversary, but I think Joe should have been planned for Anniversary because of how strong she is. They should have definitely had Getty in with like a plant unit or something. Because yeah, I'll go into the Limbo real quick after I do my resources, and I'll show you. We walk in long nights. Victory secured. I should excuse myself. Oh yeah, I want to talk about Shemaine because like a lot of people are iffy on him, so I just want to see who's pulling for him. I want to see what the. Oh, you know what? I need to do that other mode while I'm here today. We'll focus on the other mode while I'm chatting it up. I just thought about it. It's a perfect day because there's nothing to do. Joe, you pulling Shemaine? Good, bro. I need you to pull Shemaine. I need people to pull Shemaine. Alexa, Tooth Fairy is a 10 on the must pull scale. Where would you say 6 is from 1 to 10? I have a very hot take on Tooth Fairy, personally. Okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. This is a very hot take. And this is with having the characters that I have. Okay? It's a very hot take. If we were to put a character from a 1 to a 10, Tooth Fairy is not a 10. Okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. Tooth Fairy's not a 10. Because if I break her kit down, she heals, she purifies, and she passively helps out crit. Right? Right? It's fine. Not a lot of places do I need the purify and the crit resist and crit like the crit resist and crit resist rate. It's hardly noticeable for me sometimes. It's hardly noticeable. Just out of feeling, we're not going off of numbers, just out of feeling of how I use these characters. Tooth Fairy's not a 10. I'd put her at a good 7, 8, not a 10. I'd put her at like a 7, 7.5. Because 6, I'm putting 6 above Tooth Fairy for this reason. With 6, I can make sure that I purify the specific person that I want, not having to worry about having to crit or whatever. He also buffs everybody, so, and he acts as like a sub healer with the cure and everything. And just, he's very passive with everything that he does as well, right? He can purify buffs. Now, does he purify it as well as Tooth Fairy? No, but I have not found yet a situation where Tooth Fairy's purify is a do or die. Even on the Hydra, the Hydra doesn't freeze the whole team. And I've actually got my triple S without Tooth Fairy there. So it is possible to do it without her. You just have to know how the tentacles freeze. And then 6 can just purify and remove it. And then the reason why I'm saying that you can do that is because there are other healers that can work with 6. But what I'm saying is, the only reason why Tooth Fairy can be lower is because other people exist. If 6 didn't have the Purify, which honestly 6 doesn't need the Purify. I think the Purify is just something thrown in there. He doesn't really need that on his kit. It's just extra. If 6 didn't have that, then Tooth Fairy would be a must because there would literally be no other character who could just spell the debuffs like her. But because 6 can do it, and I've done comps with having 6 and a shielder or 6 and a weaker healer, and it's worked out. Like I've literally done Desert Flannel and 6 together, and it tells me, oh, I don't really need a dedicated healer. Then that's what it's showing me. And what it's showing is that the content isn't really catered around to saying I have to have Tooth Fairy. Because even in the new raid where I have debuffs is as you take out the boss and stuff like that, or you go through the rounds, the debuff from the boss in the new raid for 1.6 it literally hasn't killed me, and I could just use 6 to purify that as I just buff people like slowly because it just doesn't kill me. The only enemy that has a debuff that kills me is the Hydra Freeze. If we're talking about poison and some poison limbo rounds, like, I mean, maybe, but 6 can also purify the unit that has a lot on it. And then, like, there's Yenni that exists in the game. They can help give you some immunities and stuff. But in terms, and then if we go to, but Tooth Fairy helps you on damage. She helps you with like the 15% crit resist and crit rate. I think the problem with the I1 that I have is it kind of makes people think that any character can crit because they have Tooth Fairy, because they're combining the I1 and the debuff here. But like, honestly, for some character rotations, having to do the Tooth Fairy debuff before I attack and then making sure the I1 is there with having a P0 Tooth Fairy can kind of get annoying, to where like if I'm using a character that's like Black Dwarf for somebody who's not crit, I'd rather not use them. And especially with the characters that are built into crit don't even really need Tooth Fairy, and they're just going to go with other characters, it makes Tooth Fairy just like not as needed. Like Spathadia doesn't need Tooth Fairy, Flannel doesn't need Tooth Fairy, Lilia doesn't need Tooth Fairy. I'd honestly argue with Ezra being in the game and some other characters, you could probably do regulars without Tooth Fairy. There's going to be eventually where characters just don't need Tooth Fairy. Let me see. Never looked at Insight Tooth Fairy crit. If I wanted to, I'll use her debuff incantation. It isn't rigid enough to be an issue. But all in all, I want y'all to know, Tooth Fairy's a great character, but I don't put her at a 10. Great character, but she's not a 10 to me. That's where I stand. That she's not a 10. If she's a 10, that means like I need her for like most situations, and there's a lot of situations that I don't need her. Yeah, I've shown lots of content with 37. We can talk about 37 later. Let me see, what did y'all say? No characters limited outside of Joe. On a scale of 1 to 10, or 1 is completely ignored, 10 is absolute must. No, you go, sir. 7.2 Fairy was originally to clean the pollution. Think that how it would take. Tooth Fairy is very good, but there are alternatives. Another reason for everyone who's willing like a free to play is just why I feel blah, 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 blah. I've also noticed I rarely use Tooth Fairy outside of star teams. Yeah, in my opinion, Ezra's more valuable than Tooth Fairy. I like Ezra, but I could never, with what I just said, like post that and not get flamed. Like, how does Yenni feel at P0? Here, let's use the Yenni. I've been trying to level up Yenni. Let me see if I can use Yenni in this. Let me see if... I think this Yenni has a portrait, though. It has 2 portraits. Okay. I'm gonna use this Yenni. Oh, wait, I can use my Yenni. Duh. Because we got her. Okay. Alright, so this Yenni has... On our squad, we're sitting at 12,000 health. We got about 800 defense, right? And we'll just use 6 here. I feel like this is too strong. Let's take out Joe. Oh, by the way, Pickle's banner reran today. Yesterday at reset, Pickle's banners popped up. He's reran. I was pretty excited.
Ha! An experienced adult is coming to your aid.
Hold your horses. I'm coming.
How AP hungry is Joe? She's not AP hungry at all. That's the problem. Alright, so we're going to use the wiki real quick to make life easy. So don't flame me too hard. We're going to use good old Pridwin so I can read off the abilities for y'all. Okay. So ult mass buff grants all allies a shield based on 25% of the caster's max HP, lasting 2 rounds, and immunity lasting for 1 round. Grants 2 stacks of current to self. Current, when consumed, gain Moxie or Empower incantation, max 3 stacks. The attack, Woman of Action. It has a debuff that can lower the enemy's damage dealt for 2 rounds. And if you upgrade it to 3, it'll be 25%. So you really don't need the 3rd level up, just really the 2, because this extra 5% is really not that much. And then the heal, which is really interesting. It's a single target heal that restores HP equal to 15% of Yenni's max HP and grants 1 stack of sturdiness, kind of like Medicine Pocket, right? Also restores the health of an ally with the lowest HP percentage by 10% of HP. And then as you level it up, it'll be 40% of max HP. And then it'll be 25% for the extra heal. But then also grants sturdiness. So at level 2, you'll give 2 applications of sturdiness versus just 1 on the single target heal. On the insights, when entering battle, gain 2 current. When using debuff incantations at rack 2 or 3, consumes 1 stack of current and gains 1 moxie. Insight 2 gives healing done, and Insight 3, when using healing incantations, consumes 1 stack of current and grants self empower incantation for 1 round. And so that allows her to basically get a free upgrade of her ability to then get the Insight 1. So you're kind of balancing your current. So, but you want to get to the ult to get more stacks of current. But she's mainly a healer at the end of the day. I wouldn't run Joe and Dwarf together because of one being magical, one being physical. I like having a physical or a magical team personally.
The crimson red manifests fire, and the cyan stands for wind and thunder. The latter does not belong to the 5 elements, so it is our chance to grip. The sounds. Is that careful? I see.
Why would it just... Your anger is here.
The moment of silence. The moment of utterance. Learn from silence.
Alright, so we're going to kind of let them damage us so we can see how well can Yenni protect us, right, from damage. Of course, there is Cure going on from our boy 6, so that kind of hurts it a little bit. Actually, let's... Alright, so we have a stack of current, which is this little vial right here. So if we use a debuff, we're going to get extra Moxie, right? So we're going to go ahead and attack one of them. So you see here, we used it, we lowered the attack, we got another thing of Moxie. So now we have 1 current left. So the other way that we use current is by using a heal. So we see that Black Dwarf is a little low here. We're going to go ahead and heal her, and it'll also heal the other lowest health ally. So it's going to give 6 a heal. So we'll go ahead and give the Empower Incantation to Black Dwarf. Let's go ahead and ult with these boys.
Look, an earth suspended river.
So that's a pretty big heal right there. A 4K heal.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Okay, 6. I didn't expect that.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Yo, what's good, Gilgamesh? Alright, so we got Empower Incantation from using the heal, so we just upgraded that ability so we can lower the attack as well and use some current. But let's go ahead and use the ult. We'll use current. We'll debuff and ult again.
Deep breath in.
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided. Ice blood.
Everyone,
And that shield isn't bad.
give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone. Good for you.
Alright, and let's use a level 1 heal just to kind of see.
Rivers are the scars of the earth.
Everyone.
I think because of her max health, it's a really decent heal. But, and she got Moxie back pretty quickly.
The flood is coming. Rashimusti.
The moment of silence.
See how well she can protect us.
The direction of
We're also taking Genesis damage, which kind of sucks. It goes through the shield. That's one of the problems with Genesis damage.
Benefit from reading.
You see, it's taking away the shield. But she can absolutely... And she gets her ult back pretty quickly. But I think that's probably from the stage that we're doing.
an earth suspended river.
But that Genesis damage is killing us. That Genesis damage is killing us right now.
The flood is coming. That's the direction.
The moment of utterance.
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided. Rivers are the scars of the earth.
We walk in long nights.
I don't know. It looks like she can get her ult back pretty quickly, though. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. But let's try a different stage. Let's try a normal... Let me see. Something doable for her. I have her insight 2.
Пожалуйста, пропустите меня. I thought it was an academic visit. You're not as expected. It's happening. Try Try this. Your ending is fate.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Hope I remember. No. As expected. That's the direction.
Alright, so this should be... This should heal both of them.
Rivers are the scars of the earth.
I'm not insight 3, so I didn't get the Empower incantation, by the way.
Your ending is fate. Try this. Prepare to be drowned.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Actually, we can just use pickles.
The flood is coming. As expected, be faithful to the choice of fate. Worry not. The direction of fate.
I think the
is
ult
decided.
looks cool for a 5-star.
Try this.
Alright, we're protected. We got immunity.
Pain has its cause and effect.
I think if she could cleanse stuff, that would be really great. Which I noticed she doesn't cleanse, she just protects. So you have to do some big brain shit to prevent yourself from being debuffed. Which is why I say the only reason why it's okay is because of 6. Right?
Your end as expected. Ice flood. Realm turns into
Yeah, I think she's just a normal... I think, especially at P0, I think she's just a normal healer.
That's the direction.
I don't think there's necessarily anything special about her, especially at P0.
Look, an earth suspended river.
I think she can get Moxie really quickly, which is good for her, but I think at P0 she's a normal healer. So it's like, would you use... So it's more or less like, would you use... For your 5-star healer option, right? Outside of using a Tooth Fairy, it's like, okay, well, would you use Yenni or Balloon Party? Right? I do like, though... and I'll get to chat in a second. I do like that on her ult, it's something that does protect the team. Because I'm a... you know, and it gives a shield. Because, like, Balloon Party... It heals, but the damage could have just not been there. At all. Like, the damage didn't need to be... Like, the damage is so bad that it doesn't need to be there. I'd almost say the same thing for Medicine Pocket. Like, like, now granted, we did some decent damage on Medicine Pocket, and this does hit hard. But since stuns doesn't really do... Like, since stuns aren't really that crazy in the game, the damage, I feel like, doesn't need to be there. But let's look at the portraits, right? extra damage. When entering combat, you get 1 additional stack of current. Okay, so that gives you 2 stacks of current. Grants a 30% extra shield. When entering Overprotective's effect, when entering combat, healing done is increased by an additional 8%. It puts her up to 18% additional healing done. That's a whole Psy cube right there. So portraits give you a bigger shield. I feel like the shield can come back pretty quickly. 35% max health. That's actually not bad. I feel like there's something coming out that's going to make shields important because they've put 2 shield units out before another. I mean, she's a healer, but like, I don't think the portraits are necessary. The portraits don't increase her healing. It makes the HP on the shield better. Now, I mean, this 8% extra healing done can be useful because I put this to 18%. And I mean, with the Psy cubes, there's the new Psy cube, Take the Hard Journey, that gives you 15% extra healing done. And then whenever whenever the wearer's HP is below 80%, they get an extra 12% at max amp. The only reason why I can talk about max amp 5-star Psy cubes is because they're giving you so many gluttonies of 5-star Psy cubes. So I feel like, you know, if you want a bunch of healing done, like this is just a lot. No, it's percentage of Yenni's max HP. No, it's percentage of the caster. This is all off of Yenni's max HP. Medpoc giving AoE sturdiness and solid healing, so it makes her the top defensive healer. Yeah. Well, you remember, though, also, Yenni's going to be a character that you're going to want to level into, and you're also going to have to put your more res into. Like, that's the thing. Well, no, you just have to put into her res because she can still do a 4K heal. You know? Her healing is fine. She can heal 2 people. Her healing is fine. Her healing can scale up pretty high. You just want more res into her. It's kind of like what I did to, well, not in the same regard, but kind of like, she's another max HP character like Ezra, but of course I'm not telling you to res 15 the girl, but yeah. Aren't most healers AoE though? Yeah, but I've never been in a situation where I needed to heal everybody. Not that I'm like, it is an excuse to say this, but like, I haven't been in a situation where I needed everybody healed. Usually it's like one person healed. Yeah. But Med Pocket's sturdiness is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Med Pocket's sturdiness is pretty good. She's a really solid healer. Really, really solid healer. Hold on. Okay. We're back. All right, Tinley. So let's look at
When we travel on the tundra, the sleep is the
so let's look at
like to see.
all the healers real quick. And yes. Yes, Michael. I think I answered that. But let's look at all the healers real quick. So in terms of raid, right? In terms of a raid, typically the let me see if I can I sort this by type of character? Here we go. Here's all the healing characters. Okay. In terms of a raid, it would definitely be like Tooth Fairy. For pushing the damage, right? I won't argue that. People are gonna use Tooth Fairy for the I1 and the confusion debuff, right? In terms of safety, you got Med Pocket. You got Med Pocket with the sturdiness. That's going to really help out, right? These two are 6-star healers. It's really hard to count them out. Sotheby is always like a healer I don't really talk about because like she's guaranteed in the poison team. So there's no reason to even debate Sotheby. She's in the poison team. She has a spot. It will not be removed. So that's why I don't really talk about Sotheby in these heal talks, because she's not as universal, I would say, for most people, because they're like, she's just going to be poison team. And all she really does is heal. Outside of that, she actually keeps up the poison and stuff like that, but all she just does is heal. Yeah. So we have these two. Now, let's get into something else that's going to be really interesting, because we were talking about a mechanic that we possibly wanted, where if you remember, this was yesterday, we were talking about how we wanted a unit that could be utilized with shields more, to help out. Like if they're like lower health, we would like for them to do more damage and stuff like that. So typically a character like that would have a larger HP pool. If we get characters that have larger HP pools, kind of like Ezra, right? Ezra's really Balloon Party is really the only healer that can heal Ezra efficiently, because Balloon Party heals off of a percent of missing HP, right? As we get characters that can get insane HP pools, she helps out. Also, Balloon Party is a great early game healer because she heals off of missing HP versus having to increase her own values, right? Like Yenni is not a great early game healer because it's based off of Yenni's max health. So like if you just started the game at 1.6 and then you got Yenni and you're like, yo, I'm gonna use Yenni as my healer, Yenni's not really going to heal that much because it's based off of her max HP, and her max HP isn't going to be high as you're leveling like throughout the game, right? So like early game, Yenni's not going to be as great. Balloon Party is really, really good for people who start out because like it's based off of the person she's healing missing HP, right? That's a percent that's just always going to be there, regardless if it's a level 1 Balloon Party or an Insight 3 Balloon Party. It's going to stay consistent. Like, right? We can all agree to that. Yo, what's good, Dina? We can all agree that with Balloon Party. So, like, as you get crazier health pools, which health pools don't really get that crazy, but if we get characters that have that, Balloon Party will always be good. Plus, like, her balloon buffs and everything like that are really good. So, oh yeah, Apple has a skin, Sotheby has a skin, Balloon Party has a skin, Tooth Fairy, LaSource, and DK. Yeah, they almost all have a skin. Now, in terms of 3-man content, I think that's where Yenni can... I think in a 3-man content, that's where Yenni's heal, where she heals 2 people, is really, really good. I think in 4-man, the only reason why I would slot to have her is if I have 6. Because 6's cure is like a 1k tick, usually, because it's 10% max HP. And most characters are sitting around like 10k or something like that. So I think 6 allows healers like DK and Yenni to be like, well, I don't want to use a main healer, so I'll use them. Because I think it's like sometimes healer, like, I want us to have a, like, I feel like there's times where it's like healer overkill when you have 6 really going with the cure status, and then you have a dedicated healer where it's like, I think I have too much sustain. If you like think about it, because like 6 usually has a lot of healing because of his passive cure buff, and everyone's gonna get the cure buff eventually. It's not guaranteed, right? So that's the thing. But like over the course of a raid, I've seen where the guy has like a lot of healing behind him. So that's where like a shielder can come in to help out, to where it's like, okay, we're gonna passively heal and then we'll just shield the biggest of damage versus having to use a heal. But I think Medicine Pocket, in terms of safety, for sure. Like, in terms of wanting to be safe, Medicine Pocket's going to be the safest. Yo, what's good, Alex? Because of that sturdiness helping protect you to mitigate a lot of your damage. And you can spam the sturdiness if you want to help build it up. You can spam it and have multiple instances of sturdiness, right? Because it goes away when you get attacked. So I think that's really helpful. I think for Tooth Fairy, because I don't play around her, I don't utilize her the best, because like I hate having to play around using the confusion debuff because it only hits one enemy, and we're starting to get more AoE situations, right? So that's kind of annoying. And then you have the ult, you know, like it's easy enough to get the crit, but you're kind of just the Insight 1. Like the Insight 1 is kind of forcing you to attack around the Insight 1 with the Baby Tooth, and I'm usually never ready with the Baby Tooth. What are we working on today? Nothing much. We're just kind of talking because there's not much. Oh, I saw this game a few months ago. I was listening to music with a similar type of game. They were connected. Oh, yo, that's pretty dope. Chicken tenders. But I think the healers are really good that we have right now. I think they are really good. I think, though, Yenni must be for something specific, though. The way that the kit works. Also, Yenni's really good on rounds that give extra AP with how her kit works. Like, if you're getting extra AP, she works really well because she can get her ult really quickly to cycle this stuff. Oh, bunny. Yeah, there's a lot of healers. I mean, there's a 5-star right now. There's a 5-star for 3, well, not really for 3 elements. But there's a healer option that's not a 6-star, right? So you have Lasource for plant, you have Balloon Party, you got DK, and Yenni. So if you don't have the 6-star version of that healer, you have really nice options that are a lower rarity. You know what I'm saying?
Are you here to confirm this apple's expiration date?
I think that's helpful as well. And Yenni has nothing to do with her element. Like, she's not a crit healer. She's not anything. She's just like, yo, I just like to immune you from stuff. Selena, so I saw the recent vid, and upon learning that my pity doesn't transfer, call is back on the table, I think. I have 10 pulls till guarantee, but is there anyone else I should be thinking about? I mean, I'd say in terms of like who you would want to pull, 6 and 1.4 is really the only character I'm telling people that you want to try to get. Yeah, Yenni's a very defensive healer. But you know what the problem with that is? For most people that are prepared, you don't really need a defensive healer yet. Yeah, she's a very good defensive healer, but there's no content that like fits it. Keyword is yet. But that yet, bro. Hanging on to that yet by like a thread, dude. We gotta see it. You know what? I hope the roguelite is hard. I hope the roguelite is hard, bro. I hope that like I want it to be complicated. I bet Shamane smells. I don't really have an argument for that. I wasn't prepared for that. What's the best stopping point for Joe's portrait? 1. Honestly, just getting her, but P1. But what's good, Steam Bun? I'm pretty sure you can only dry clean those fur coats. Oh, but back to my point, my initial point. So let's talk about the limbo, right? So I was saying that for 1.6, that with having Joe, especially P0, she makes even the harder boss really easy, right? So if I do this with let me see if I can nerf myself. So you want to attack the doggies, right? Feels good, Steam Bun. Level 1? Level 30? Bro, it's because I have so many characters, dude, to work on as well.
The moment of silence.
It's newly made this year.
It's just too many.
The moment of utterance. Benefit from reading.
Run, start running.
But y'all see how easy she's killing this dog?
It's wrong. Another jar?
That's the direction.
Let's get it over quick.
The turbulence arrives.
Stay balanced.
Coming. Another jar? It's newly made this year. I'll fill the cup for you.
Ezra hates Steam Bun hates Ezra. I'm the only creator who likes Ezra.
You don't want to miss it.
Even Jaka doesn't like Ezra.
Stay balanced.
Like, there's literally no... There's like nobody likes that guy.
There they are.
We walk in long nights.
Look, an earth-suspended river.
What's wrong? Ouch!
The flood is coming.
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided.
I don't hate him. He's cute. His mushroom's cuter, but not meta.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Usually, when you say something's not meta, that means it's kind of pointless. But I hear you. Oh, yo, look, I got this ult again. See, that's the part I think is kind of wild.
The flood is coming.
Another jar?
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided.
Let's get it over quick.
Stay balanced.
Got you.
The moment of
Newly
utterance.
made this year.
Clear vision.
Until the torch is lit.
You don't want to miss it.
Ice flood.
There they are.
The moment of
Another
silence.
jar? Got you.
Yeah, I can definitely see Ezra having a place in future content. I just think we need shielders.
We are the master and maven of the place.
The moment of utterance. The moment of silence.
Coming. The mage flicker.
As a 5-star healer, who would you say is more universal, Yenni or Balloon Party? Balloon Party.
Ouch. Let's get it over quick.
Walking training. Long ammunition and occasional.
But Yenni's also not annoying, so... It's a pretty big benefit to not being annoying.
The moment of utterance.
The mage flick. Another jar?
Benefit from reading.
Got you. I remember it's called lending a hand.
She talks too much. I understand she's creepy, but she talks way too much. But... So you see, even in this content, like, a healer wasn't even really needed. And this was like an I2. Like, this wasn't even a level Yenni. And between the damage and the heal that Six could, like, do for himself, and then the heal that Joe could give to herself, Yenni really wasn't needed. I could have just used, like, Ezra, right? Like, I could have just used a shielder. I didn't even need a healer. Like, and I think that's where I like Ezra, is, like, if you have 6 and you have a DPS that can heal themselves, why bring a healer? You know? Why bring a healer if they can kind of take care of themselves? Um. Oh, design wise, Yenni is amazing. I mean, look at that card. Like, sorry to say, sorry to say, is 6 necessary for the new limited? Not necessary, but very good pairing. Not necessary, but yeah. I'm just annoyed whenever I use BP because their dead attack card is so frustrating. Yeah, I hate that. Balloon Party's attack card be popping up so much, and it is annoying. Whereas like for Yenni, at least it gives her more. It'll give her bonus Moxie, and it also lowers the DPS of the enemy. So that was where I was gonna say Yenni I might like more than Balloon Party, because the attack card for Balloon Party is very annoying to get, whereas the Yenni's can lower. But I was gonna say, so when you look at these 3 characters, right? Okay. Sorry to, I'm not trying to get back on the 6 slander, but Yenni's art this card right here, this portrait looks 6-star worthy. It literally does. She has so much like just color and personality compared to the 6-star characters. And I know 6 is not the greatest character to have up here in this lineup, but Yenni actually looks like a 6-star just like right here. If her color was different, you wouldn't think so. You'd be like, oh, that's obviously a 6-star character just from that right there. Finally got around to starting the 1.3 star day. She said she fell asleep. Yep, Yenni gains more from her attack card. Yeah, Balloon Party, her card is kind of useless. Her attack card is kind of useless. Like, so that's annoying. Six needs a new skin to show he got that dog in him. I'm just saying, bro, this isn't very good for him. Like, he does not look like the 6-star here at all. But also, bro, there was no need to bring up 6. Just compliment Yenni and move on. But you guys do see, though, what I was talking about, how I was using Black Dwarf with her best team on that stage, on this stage, and Joe kind of beats it. Like, I think Eternity could also beat it as well because she has AoE. And she can heal, but I mean, there's no way mine can solo it because I don't have P5, right? Like, I can't solo this stage with her. I mean, hell, Ezra almost soloed this stage.
Another star? Got you.
That's a lot of healing.
I'll fill the cup for you.
We're gonna lose the penetration, but I just want to... Yeah, we need the penetration, but it's still really good. If I can get 2 buffs,
You don't want to miss it.
like at P3, this would be amazing. Wow, she went up to 15 stacks.
There we are. The mage flicker. Enjoy. Coming.
Am I gonna solo this?
I'll fill the cup for you. It's wrong.
Ooh, if I would have crit.
It's wrong. It's newly made this year. You don't want to miss it. It's wrong.
She does.
Got you.
There's no fucking way.
Coming. I'll fill the cup for you.
It's her buff that she gives herself. Bro, there's no way the sustain is that good.
Another jar? Enjoy. There they are. It's newly made this year. Let's get it over quick. Coming. I'll fill the cup for you.
I mean, she basically wins. We can, if I had portraits, like, it'd be an easier win.
It's newly made this year. Enjoy.
Because Babble's not gonna kill us.
There they are. The maid's flicker. Got you. Coming. I'll fill the cup for you.
Alright, Steam Bun. Appreciate you coming by.
I remember it's called lending a hand.
Bro, and they think this shit is okay. Bro, they think this shit is okay. It was good, Daryl. So now I gotta post a video to show up Jaka because he showed her doing it at P5. Hell, bro, at P0. She soloed that stage. She didn't get it within the 12 rounds, but like I wasn't even expecting that. That stuff is dumb, bro. Using the cringe, I see. Yo, it's good, Gordon.
We travel on the Kun.
Oh, mine is P0, bro, level 1. P0 level 1. Didn't finish it 12 rounds. Useless. The problem is that it takes like it took my Black Dwarf like way too many rounds of the full team. What are you doing with the Dot character? I was curious if she could solo 5-2 in Limbo, and she did. And I don't like that she could. Gordon, I told Gordon he was right putting that character there. There's no point in arguing it. Just put her in the higher tier. She's a 7-star character. This character way too strong. People said the same thing for Ling and Arc Knights. She can solo 95% of the content, but you won't really use her if your team is built. put her another tier. Don't even argue about her. We're more interested in Yenni.
After using these glass bottles for a while, I realized they could hold other things besides water samples. They work well when you need.
I'm just saying, if New Babel gets a missing dog, I volunteer. Oh my god. He also said, don't be surprised if you see me in there in limbo. You said that first? Yeah. Nah, Yenni should have been a 6-star. Design. I don't care what anybody says. Design-wise, Yenni should have been a 6-star. I think they messed up there. They should have improved her kit and made her a 6-star. Yo, what's good, Bushy Bear? I think they dropped the ball on that one. She's way too good design-wise to just leave this as a 5-star. I'm actually, like, more I talk about it, I'm really disappointed that they have this amazing character design and they just left it as a 5-star with a kit that's like not even as amazing. They could have changed her. They could have made her mineral, made her a mineral healer, had a crazy kit, and called it a day, bro. My apple is P5, not bragging. Holy shit, you're a whale. Yeah, the whale account guy, yeah, he leveled her up. By the way, power welding right now. If it was fully up to me, I'd be putting Joe in A tier. But you can't do that, bro. The math. We need 6-star mineral supports. We do. I'm gonna be playing Power World today. Roguelite mode? Oh yeah. I made a mistake. I fucked up. It doesn't come out today. It comes out tomorrow. I made a bad move. I've seen the Twitter. Well, I think my problem. Oof, I know I gaslighted everybody. I fucking tricked everyone. I'm not gonna put anything more about the roguelite until. Yeah. There's though, Raymondo, in my Discord, if you don't mind looking at where is it? Seeing content? Right here. The power clit? I did say that, didn't I? So there's some stuff that's been posted. I guess they posted this on their channels. So you have to translate it, but there is some stuff to translate about the roguelite mode. But there is some information. You just gotta take it. I didn't feel like translating all of it, so I didn't really say anything. But yeah. But I will say though, in terms of a content creator about Joe, right? I still stand on the fact that I don't think she's a great character for a content creator. Because I'm gonna be real, guys. I was not like I wasn't gonna stream today because like there just isn't much content to do, which I'm gonna do the Vertin mode here soon. But there just isn't really much content, and it's because Joe makes everything so easy, dude. So she's gonna be like a delete button for most of you. No, Raymondo, I thought I was too, but I won't. I was wrong, so I'm sorry. Don't unsubscribe. I will bring the gameplay tomorrow. I will be starting it tomorrow when it's up. I will be streaming when it's up.
Please cease resistance. Enjoy. Watch out.
Is there a reason I don't use I2 6 art? Oh, I must have accidentally swapped it. No, there's literally no reason.
Have a moment of utterance.
Another card?
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
But yeah, Joe's a good character if you're like wanting, like, yeah, some damage, but she's too strong, man. Is the I2 art even different? It's, look. Y'all can't keep slandering that man, okay?
I'll fill the cup for you. I will help you.
She did the same damage on the left one as she did the right one. One of these days, people are gonna get tired of me using my Ezra because they're like, bro, your Ezra's too strong. Stop using him.
An amazing discovery.
Ezra's too good. You can't. He's not relatable, Lucky.
Benefit from reading.
Make a 6 mid design equals skin profit. This is true. I'm Ezra's #1 fan. I literally am. This is true. I didn't bring a healer so I could nerf myself and see if I could still beat this. You know what I'm saying?
Scale of your soul has tilted.
Yeah, as soon as they do a 6 skin, like, sales will go up. Guaranteed.
We walk in long nights.
You don't want to miss it.
Oh!
The field work went smooth. I look forward to our next cooperation.
Ezra took 3,000, like, he took like 3,600 damage from that. Oh, yo, I got the statue. I did get the statue, though. It was all worth. Damn. Alright, let me bring a healer.
Let us
I think I already consumed my... Ah, but I already consumed my... Damn it. I'm out here trolling. Fucking trolling.
After using these glass bottles for a while, I realized they could hold other things besides water samples. They work well when you need to convey something you want others to read rather than hear. I suggest you give it a try next time.
Just a great character. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to. Is there? I can't do the raid again. Like, I think I have to wait for the next raids. 1 day and 2 hours. In 2 hours, that's when the does the roguelite mode come out? Maybe that's why I got confused because I didn't see the time. Does the roguelite and the raid come out at the same time? Does that mean I can do the raid? Ooh. But Shamane's not ready. Yeah. Doing the raid with him would just be overkill at this point. Bro, we still got a night, bro. Only in power can you breed a samurai with the wolf to get a spiky tortoise. Wait, are you serious? Are you talking about I have that mon. I didn't know they made that. That's weird. That is strange. Giving away Pal World spoilers, dude. Come on, man. Nobody keeps anything sacred anymore. Alright, let's go to the... Oh, man said something about the I2 art, yeah.
The chair is in the middle of the room. Please, take a seat.
This man has just been breeding mons. That's so wild. It's crazy. Alright. Still have a lot of stuff to do in that one. I'm gonna start this one. Yo, it's good, Croat.
Cover your nose. The dust is even worse than that under my bed. Oh, I guess those
Yeah, Yenni's a really good character.
train to catch, so they left this mess to us. Totally. They never thought of coming back, so of course they didn't pay the cleaners. These calculative geniuses
All right, Yazzle.
never hesitated the slightest.
Is Yenni a good healer for Joe?
Throw something
No.
over. Raise your palm and
Yenni doesn't really have...
chunk on the head.
I mean, not Yenni. Joe doesn't really...
Look carefully.
I don't think Joe really needs a healer.
Iron boxes.
When like with her damage heal combined with 6,
I know this is
I don't think she really needs a healer. I think you're better off using
all these facilities,
Ezra with her.
don't you?
Being that she's a crit character, and if you can really get Ezra's like buff going,
Well, to define this place, some were proud
you can
of
do
their
it.
achievements.
What's actually crazy though, I noticed this.
Having you take a tour.
Ezra's buff, like when paired with her though, you have to really like start actually I'm gonna show in the raid. Sorry, I know I was gonna do this mode. I'm gonna show this. Ezra's buff is like actually really, now that I think about it, it's really hard to keep up with Joe because she attacks all the time, dude. Like, and everything is getting a 40% crit damage buff, right? So let's see. Let's go here. 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 What do you want to bring? Shamane's not ready. To bring her.
I really want to remain neutral.
Wish I could bring Yenni. She's a healer.
I'm ready for now.
Okay. So we're gonna try to,
Leave it to me.
well, first off, not have auto.
Take good care of yourself.
Learn from silence.
Please cease resistance. Let's get it over quick. Got you. Another jar? Loaded. There they are. Power from the soil.
Okay. We don't need the liquor stacks.
I'm in
Let's go ahead and
Here, with everyone.
we got the debuffs. We're gonna go ahead and give the clarity stack. And then
I'm
screw it.
listening.
Let's spam Necro.
You're awake. Your family asked me to get here.
An
I will take
amazing
you back.
discovery.
Alright. So we got the 40% crit damage buff. We don't have the 100% pin. But we should still hit hard. 50%.
Oh, my apologies. I'm so sorry.
Another jar? It's newly made this year.
The moment of silence.
Got you. We don't want to miss it.
Benefit from reading.
There they are.
Yo, that rotation was wild.
I'm in the right place.
The moment of utterance.
Y'all see how quickly I got all those ults back?
You're awake. Your family asked me to get here.
Till the
I will
torch
take
is
you
lit.
back.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Is 37 decent at P0? Yes. For the content that you need her for, yeah, she'll be good.
Watch out.
It's like a free trial using a character you don't have. Use a training stage to use Anna and Lee every time. Oh my god.
Loaded. Leave it to me.
Please, don't worry.
In a second.
Alright, Ezra, calm down.
What's your wish?
I'm here with everyone.
The mage flicker.
Moment of utterance.
You're awake. Your family asked you to get here.
An amazing discovery.
Enjoy!
Benefit from reading.
Got you.
God damn.
The moment of silence. Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Loaded.
We walk in long nights. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be.
His ultimation is so cute. It is pretty adorable. This is a pretty good one.
Power from the soil.
Yo. How many necro ults have I fired off?
I'm in the right place.
It's newly made this year.
Leave it to me.
I don't even know at this point.
You're awake. Your family asked you to get here. I will take you back.
Please, take good care of yourself.
Everyone has the same destination.
And I have so many buffs, I don't actually see it, dude. No, it's...
The mushrooms is so close.
This is the safest team I've probably ever used.
Another it's newly made this year.
Loaded. I'm here with everyone.
Got you.
I think that's the only way. Yeah, it kind of sucks she doesn't benefit herself. What's the most free-to-play friendly team for Joe, according to you? Without Ezra?
In a second.
With her, you can literally just use Sinetto and, like, a 5-star healer. So if you're pulling for her, like Yenni, like, she doesn't need a lot of healing. I promise you. She can heal herself. She does not need a lot. You can just use Sinetto to keep... You just need a buffer with her to help benefit her. You really want characters who can just do a lot of buffs, if anything, right?
Leave it to me.
That is her main benefits.
Speak of truth. The moment of silence. Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Loaded.
We walk in
If you get 6, yes. If you went for Joe in 6, then you could have whatever healer you want. It literally doesn't matter.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Please cease resistance.
And honestly, if like you're not taking that much damage that stage, You really don't even need
I'm in the right place.
a healer, honestly.
Moment of silence.
Like,
Another jar?
You're awake. Your family asked me to get here. I will take you back.
Benefit from reading.
Got you.
yeah. You don't need Ezra with her. It's just that Ezra's just a decent character, but most people aren't even going to use Ezra. For them. Because of the Moxie I get on this stage, I've been getting so much, like, ultimates off.
It's newly made this year.
Loaded.
Moment of utterance.
I'm here.
I'm
With
listening.
everyone.
Moment of silence.
Another jar?
But yeah, I can't keep clarity on Joe because she attacks so much. It's actually difficult.
And what's your wish?
Benefit from reading.
You don't want to miss it.
At least I can keep up Fragile on all the parts, though. That's probably the biggest benefit, that I can Fragile everything.
It's wrong. There they are.
I'm in the right place.
Moment of utterance.
Coming.
Loaded.
What's clarity? 40% damage buff. Crit damage buff.
I'm to get here.
Not 40% damage buff. 40% crit damage buff.
Until the
I will
torch
take
is
you
lit.
back.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Please, take good care of yourself.
And considering that the enemy's getting damage, is going up in damage reduction, and Ezra's lowering it by 25% is really nice, though. Roguelite is not today. I lied to everybody. I'm so sorry. I thought it was going to be today, but it's going to be tomorrow.
It's wrong.
Charge it to me. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I got the times mixed up. I did not try, bruh.
Leave it to me.
I'm listening.
The maid's place.
I know I baited everybody. Fucking
Time for tongue.
L content creator right here.
Power from the soil.
Yeah, Ezra gives it. Whenever he grows his blue mushroom, he gives it.
So sorry.
The scale of your soul has
You gotta let Ezra cook those shrooms, man. Ooh.
stay balanced.
Got you. Another jar?
Loaded.
I'm here. With everyone.
The moment of silence.
Gotta give her cure. 6, please.
In a second.
You haven't been giving her any cure buffs. Bro, look at that shield. Because she's not like... I don't think I have anything in her resonance, by the way. So, that is kind of my fault. Not kind of. It is my fault. So that's why that shield was like 50% of her health.
We walk in long nights.
Come on, bro. You gotta give her cure, my guy. Ooh, look at that.
It's newly made this year.
I'm in the right place.
Leave it to me. Coming. Got you.
Guys are do be selling some high quality mushrooms. Hey, bro.
Family asked me to get
He's here for a good time, bro.
I will help
will
you.
take you back.
I'll fill the cup for you.
It's so close.
She's out of there. She's out of there. Dang it. There's not that many characters to pull. There's not that many characters to pull.
Time comes to speak.
If you focus in.
Time comes to speak of the moment of silence.
Leave it to me. Loaded.
Extra Stream's gonna make you. Ezra Highest in the room, Theodore.
The balance
Ezra 747. Ezra Skywalker, bro.
until the torch is
Y'all wild.
Please, take good care of yourself.
Damn, look at that shield.
Watch out!
That shield didn't even touch it.
Another jar?
the moment of utterance.
It's newly made this year. With everyone.
Need her to heal.
We walk in long lanes.
Enjoy! An amazing discovery.
He has medicine knowledge, but he's not a doctor. Remember that. Is it overkill to pull Shamane's Feather D and Getty in? Well, not really. I mean, they all go into a team together.
Watch out!
Like, yeah, that is literally gonna be the beast team. Oh, come on, bro. Oh my god, she's hanging on to a thread, man.
Got you.
Oh my. Hmm. Ooh, I got a shield. Okay.
Loaded. Another jar coming. Another jar? In a second. There they are. I'll fill the cup.
Yeah, I was worried it would be overkill, and I ended up benching one of them. I want all three because they're so cool. Yeah, they're literally all made in a team. And they'll all go together.
Let's get it over quick.
Flannel be wearing sometimes. Flannel is the one that's gonna be a little difficult to grab. But at least, you know, if you want Ezra, you're pulling her. But like, Flannel's gonna be difficult to grab. Because you're definitely getting Ezra if you're pulling for Flannel. Like, just know that. Oh, there's 4 attacks happening. Oh, Jesus, bro.
I'm in the right place.
Time for tongues to speak of
Leave it
truth.
to me. It's newly made this
Come
year.
on.
You're awake.
Remember when, like, people were saying that Necro is a healer?
The balance needs to be restored.
Please, take good care of yourself. Enjoy!
She's just as much a healer as 6.
Watch out!
Flannel's not... Oh, there goes Necro. Flannel's not only a healer. Flannel buffs up damage. Flannel gives a 25% damage dealt buff. And gives a 20% incantation buff. That's the reason why Flannel isn't med pocket.
An amazing discovery.
Flannel gives out a crap ton of like damage buffs.
I will help you.
And she can ult literally second turn with Getian.
Please cease resistance.
Y'all do need raids over there.
Stay balanced.
I'm so sorry.
Ouch! It's trouble! Watch out!
The moment of silence
Coming! It's newly made this year.
until the torch is lit.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Tripping over a rock is wild.
You don't want to miss it.
Nah, I'd win. Okay.
Got you.
Time
I'm
continues to
here
speak of truth.
with everyone. Leave it to me. I'm here with everyone. Another jar? Please, take good care of yourself.
Yeah, don't you have a... Yeah, you're like ready for that March creation. Don't you have a... Yeah, you have a P5 Kala, bro? You finna wreck that. So in Spadadia, Shamane gets Yen team, Flannel will be better than Med Pocket. Flannel is gonna be better than Med Pocket, yes, in terms of like damage and stuff. If your characters aren't built in res and are like doing damage, if you're taking too much damage, then you can slot in Med Pocket. But for the Beast raid, that battle is kind of a joke. You don't even take that much damage because that is like one of the easiest bosses to fight. He is for sure one of the easiest bosses.
The moment of silence.
A complete joke.
Newly made this year.
Benefit from reading.
Can you replace Spam? Yeah, I made in the video that I made for the Beast team, Centurion is the option to go if you don't go Spam.
You don't want to miss it.
Poison will get you an A, maybe an S rank, but you won't triple S with Poison. You're gonna get frozen.
Got you. Leave it to me. Another jar?
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Oh, and Sweetheart. I did say that I did say the Sweetheart can work too.
Let's get it over quick.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
My only hope for Hydra Triple S is at I-360 Charlie Voyager and I-3 level 36 at 2 fairy is enough. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't see, like, with that much investment.
There they are.
Mm.
It's new coming. Coming. It's newly made here with everyone. I'll fill the cup for you.
What port is worth going for on Spathia? No Ulu? Should just for P0 and save those spots for Joe? For one, Spathia doesn't need Ulu. The only reason to use Ulu and Spathia together is if you get portraits. If you go P2 or higher, then you want Ulu. Just say that. If you go P2 or higher, then you want Ulu. Yeah, no, Centurion's gonna be really good with Getian. Because he boosts reality damage. Oh, she's out of there. No, she survived. We still have the prayer. I forgot. Necro died so long ago, I completely forgot.
Leave it to me. Load it.
Moment of utterance.
In a second. Please cease resistance.
Or she died like ages ago.
The moment of silence. Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Another jar?
Wonder if we can live.
Long nights. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Enjoy!
Don't take me out. Don't take me out.
It's wrong.
Come on. Yo, we got 42 stacks of liquor. Oh, she's out of there. Come on, man. That wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary. You didn't have to do that.
Leave it to me. Load it.
That was messed up, bro.
Power from the soil. Watch out!
Still did a decent score. Saying that Necro was a healer when 6 beat her, even though she died a few rounds early. 6 beat the mess out of her. No, you didn't miss much. Joe did 1.2 million damage. And Ezra blocked and I guess self-healed 131,000. That's wild. Necro's not a healer. Use the leech rate ult Psycube. Leech rate ult Psycube. I don't think that there isn't a leech. What? You're talking about the Psycube where you ult and you heal? That's not the best one for her. That doesn't improve her damage.
When we travel on the tundra, the sleet is the last thing we would like to see.
At least I don't think so. I don't think that's her best one. I think it just heals her based off of her attack.
Double checking. You'll pay me 5 Sharpadontes per hour, right?
Yo, let's go. Where's she at?
Into the starting gate.
Where's she at?
Huh? Am I not late?
You want to do it the hard way?
The crimson red manifests fire. The south. Careful. I see.
Puppy, give me a hand! Hard day! Dance in the pixel world! Fall in love with me.
Bam! Actually,
No memory of the scene will be left. You got it. Tiffany! 99. I wish you sweet.
ah, she didn't crit. Oh, she still did 13, no crit.
Play insurance.
I don't think I have her built to crit though.
Thanks.
It's 15k, no crit though. Damn, girl.
Puppy, give me a hand! You want to do it the hard way? Oh, yeah! Dance in the pixel world! Puppy, run!
Okay, flannel. Damn, I got her ult again.
Puppy, give me a hand! Oh, you like
Is the beast raid in 1.5? Are you talking about the? You're talking about the raid for beast characters? It's in 1.5. If you're talking about the boss that's gonna be a beast typing, that's 1.4. But I assume you're talking about the raid that's beneficial to beast characters. That's gonna be 1.5.
Dance in the pixel world! 99. I wish you sweet dreams.
Damn, girl.
Forgive me, will you?
This mode is so fun. I didn't even use Darly Clatter's buff once.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Alright. They won that. Look at that damage. No, it's coming tomorrow. Really comes tomorrow.
When we travel on the tundra, the sleet is the last thing we would.
That's what I'm saying. I fucked that. Still has a day left. Yusuf, I'm new to the game and I'm seeing a lot of people building a team with only one element character. Shouldn't you choose characters with different elements? Well, it depends. So like I have a very large roster. There comes a time where there will come a time later in the game where you will want to do mono teams. As of right now, you don't have to worry about mono teams. But there are situations like in Limbo and different raids where you do want mono teams. But if you can't summon for everybody, you obviously can't do that, right? So early, you want to use characters that just don't take extra damage from the enemies. But eventually, you will want a mono team. The only two elements that really want mono is Plant and Beast. That's going to be coming up. Those are going to be the only characters that really want something in mono. Other than that, the other elements are kind of fine without doing mono. But yeah. But welcome to the stream, Yusuf. Yeah, no problem. Oh, somebody said they wanted to see 37. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
When we travel on the tundra, the sleet is the last thing.
That was like an hour ago.
And now, I belong to this set.
Double checking. You'll pay me 5 Sharpadontes per hour, right?
An experienced adult is coming to your aid.
I wish I could use you, bro. I really wish I could use you.
Mission completed.
My duty lies with you.
It could be even that. It could be even that. Another jar? It's newly made this year. Oh, there's a bubble. Are you?
Does it have her own cube, Lux? Yeah, silent and adoring.
Got you.
But it only benefits you if you're using that follow-up attack a lot.
Over quick.
Because it only buffs her follow-up attack damage. So, like, if you're P0 and you don't really have a team built for her, then her incantations and all of that aren't going to benefit. It only buffs up the follow-up attack damage. That's why Obi, I think it was Obi. Yeah, that's why Obi was saying if you have her ideal team built, it's going to be really good. Because it doesn't buff up anything else other than the follow-up. This part right here.
Load. Leave it to me. It could be found. Another jar? Please, take good care of yourself. Please cease resistance.
When are we maxing out Joe? Probably after Getian comes out and we have the Beast Raid and I'm able to do all the content, and then we'll sit in with the March creation. We'll run through the raid a couple of times at each portrait, and I'll try to record it. Yeah. So that'll be towards the end of 1.6. I gotta give everybody a fighting chance before I just break the character. You know what I'm saying?
Loaded. The final demonstration. Coming. Another jar?
The material for ascending side cubes, the circle one's very hard to obtain. I believe it's only obtainable in the event or in shop. Yeah, right now. Yeah, the gold ones, they did the story anecdote to kind of help getting some, but it's still hard to get them.
I'll fill the cup for you.
What are you laughing at, Alex?
Got you.
Can't wait for Getian. Yeah, I gotta, you know, I'm kind of bullshitting. Like, he comes out in a little over a week, and I don't feel like I'm ready for him.
To me. I'm here with everyone. It could be found. Please cease resistance. An amazing.
Did I have to swipe it all for P5 Joe? Come on, Locke. Come on, Locke.
Time to check my calculation.
I summon every single banner. Ain't no way a free-to-play is gonna be able to get Joe while summoning for every banner.
Time for ears to listen. Time for tongues to speak of truth.
It's newly
Like, yeah, be upfront and honest. Like, yeah, I had to swipe. It was 250. It was 251 pulls.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be.
You just can't. You can't save that many and get other characters. You have to make a decision. There's just no way.
You don't want to miss it.
It's that attack right there that is going to end up killing this team without a healer. It's that attack right there. I want a better passive healer. Alright, we got that out of here. There we go. Ooh.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
Ooh, she could take all of these out. Oh, that's perfect. Now we're in the last health bar. And she'll be able to hit everything.
I'll fill the cup for you.
There we go.
I'm here with everyone.
The moment of silence.
A perfect argument. An amazing.
Having a stronger passive healer is a fine line to walk. It is. Because he could be way too strong. He could be way too strong. It's like even Apple, right? If Apple would have been too good, then like it would have been a little detrimental to other healers. Yeah. That's true. If Apple if you could find a way to buff up Apple's passive healing and have him do something else, yeah, I see. I see it. I see it. It could be very troublesome. It's gonna have other healers looking real nervous. Then you be like, hey yo, bro, yo, man, like y'all can't do that.
Power from the soil. Welcome to the world of numbers.
But honestly, like, I haven't tried out Apple. If Apple was a 5-star and we could level him up with the healing that he does, him in 6 might actually sustain you.
Get it over quick.
Know what I'm saying? I haven't looked at Apple
Care of yourself.
since he only could be IT level 50. But it could sustain you in certain situations. You know, I'm totally coping, but... Let me see. At P5. Round starts. It's HP plus loss times 8%. Then he heals on his ult. And he heals on his skill. Maybe not. Maybe not the greatest. Yeah, Sotheby for now, and either you suck at the game, or she's not that good. Wait. Sotheby's really good. Wait. Are you saying Sotheby, Yusef?
Leave it to me. Another jar?
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Apple's kind of like DK. Is a DPS trying to be a healer and it just doesn't work. This is true. So how was that Power World you totally didn't ditch us for yesterday? Oh, it's amazing, bro. Been playing with my girl and my sister. Wait, I've been playing with my wife and her sister, not my sister. Her sister. We're in 2 different clans, but I think because I got so far, I was like, you know what? We should just merge. Because there's no PvP yet. Because I told them I wanted to be separate clans because like I was going to raid their base. But the problem is that like when I want to play, their base gets raided. And they got hella raided.
With everyone. It could be
The other day. So I was like, dang, I don't want to.
an
like they were online at least, but like they got raided by 2 different violent man-eating pals, and then it was a group of like 9 of the syndicates, and I was like, and they were there, but then also a memorist that was just casually walking through, not the boss one, but just a casual memorist, caught a stray as well. So they had to fight a memorist that was also wreaking havoc on the base, and they had the defensive walls and everything, and it was just a lot going on. And I was there to help, at least against the memorist, but I was like, y'all need some help, so we might merge. Yeah, I gotta protect her. It was just like, I was like, they're not ready, because she's more focused on like the cuter pals. So she has like Rabunny and Daydream, and she still has like the deer, and it's just not, she doesn't have pals that can like really like hold it down in a fight very well. So, you know, I try to let her play how she plays, but I'm like, babe, you need to put in some work. But I let her play how she plays. Is she killing him? She got over the fact that she had to shoot them in the face. She's just like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Because trying to be a pacifist in that game is gonna get you nowhere, honestly. No, Sotheby is actually decent, but you have to preemptively heal with her. That's the problem. Yes, Apple, to what someone was saying with Apple and Regulus, they really don't go together at all, huh? Like, they have no reason to be together.
Another jar could be found. The final demonstration. It could be found. There they are.
These heals are nice if you aren't struggling with content. If it's even somewhat challenging, then it's... I can say that. Mine is P5, so mine heals a lot. But with the P0, I can definitely see that. She does have to be I3 too. Google Play. Oh. Alright, so move that to her. And then follow up. Alright, and then second follow up. But I do think that Sotheby is like literally only for poison team. And that's what's a little strange, is that you have a healer that really only can be in one place, and anywhere else it's just not as great. And so like that therefore begs the question, right? As soon as they put out a 6-star poison support, then there's literally no reason to use Sotheby, right? Like, that's all we're really waiting for.
Another jar? Leave it to me. Isn't that... Welcome to the
Net,
world of numbers.
what do you think about P037? I think P037 is only going to wow you in Hydra. Other than that, she's not going to wow you in anything. And the star characters that you already have are going to be good enough. If you want me to be honest, P037 is only going to show you usefulness in the Hydra raid. And like with Joe and something like this. Other than that, she's going to be weaker than your Charlies and Reguluses that you already have built up. If said 6-star poison support doesn't heal, then Sotheby's still viable. I'm not saying she won't be viable, but I'm saying you could use another healer. If that was the only reason why you were keeping her, is because of the poison. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, you would get more poisons, but sooner or later it would probably be overkill.
With everyone. It could be fun. It's newly made this year. In a second.
Yo, Lucky, in a no pull account, what 5-star should I get from the selector?
Discovery.
Well, in terms of like a P0, Bjorn Bloom is really good at P0. And anybody else is so situational. Like, I guess if you didn't have a healer, like, you could say Balloon Party, but it's probably, yeah, like Balloon or Bjorn. Unless the new poison unit bursts poison stacks with Genesis damage, wouldn't be much change. Well, no, I'm saying it would give a reason to not... I'm saying it would give a reason to not use Sotheby. Is what I'm saying.
And divide. Huh. Welcome to the world of numbers.
Because I'm assuming a 6-star poison support would do something crazy with poison. But what I'm saying is that it would give people a reason to use another healer, is all.
I'll fill the cup for you.
So I would go poison support, healer, Jessica over Pure Justice Sotheby. Depending on what that healer could do, yeah. I mean, depending on what that poison support could do, probably, yeah. Because you have no, like, this is all speculation. But if that was a poison support, it depends on how they work with poison. Are they increasing damage dealt to units that are poisoned, and will it counteract the fact that... Because, like, Jessica's damage... They're going to have to do something like what Shai said. We're going to have to burst poison or something like that. Because Jessica's damage in raids, until we have a raid that they are benefiting, like, Jessica's damage isn't really all that crazy in super hard content once they start resisting stuff, because she's not a crit character, right? Like, Jessica's damage has a ceiling that it will hit eventually. I'm just seeing it because there's just a lot of situations where, like, the damage reduction is so high, and Jessica's not a crit character. She's a very solid, consistent character. But even the poison Genesis damage isn't crazy, you know?
You don't want to miss it.
You can do P0 with 37. But like I said, like, it depends on why you're getting 37. If you're getting 37 to perform better in raids, then that's fine. But outside of that, she's not really necessary. If you're wanting your 37 to really like pop and show you some damage, then P1 gives you crit percent, 20% crit. P2 ups the follow-up damage, which is kind of really like a decent upgrade for her follow-up damage. And then P3 gives you more Eureka when you ult, right? Because other than that, like, she's just not really, only in AoE situations, and only in situations where the gen damage pops off, and only when you're able to cycle that follow-up does she just really wow you. And again, I'm only saying this because of I've used the character multiple times, and it's just hard for her to really wow.
Leave it to me. Coming.
Unless you're doing something where, like, you have a team literally built for her. Here's what you say about Jessica put monsters in her bed. No, like, it's just like, for poison, we need a burstier character, right? We need a single target poison character that really does some damage. For, like, because in terms of burst, Bjorn Bloom is our burstiest character. But Jessica is really good because her single target hits hard, especially when you get it to level 3 and you have the right amount of poisons. It does hit hard. I will not take that away. Like, she does hit hard, but I want her to hit harder. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, she doesn't do anything, yeah, for, like, she doesn't do anything with that poison, really. Like, poison just ups her damage, but she doesn't do anything crazy with it. You have Lily and Sotheby, can I build a team with them? Lily and Sotheby don't go together, but, like, if you just started, you're really just completing content, so, I'd say use who you, have, for sure. I was going for BD and skip 37 with his limited unit. I might skip BD and get 37. Well, to be honest, if you put more pulls into Joe, BD in 1.6 will be added to the standard. I can see them super buffing poison or other sass effects in the roguelite. Yeah, this is true. I do see something like that. I mean, they even made counter team something in here, and Utu. It was some counter team madness. Crit always seems nice in Utu, if you want me to be fair. Crit always seems nice. Like, there's so much for crit. There's so many things for just doing straight up crit. Every patch almost has a crit character. So just go into a crit Utu team.
Let's get it over quick. There they are.
For Sotheby's like literally only pairing is with Jessica. Lilia, you can pair her with Bjorn Bloom. You can pair her with Tooth Fairy. You can pair her in the future with Ezra. You can pair her in the future with Getty. There's a lot of characters that Lilia can go with because she's a reality crit character. But with just starting out, she doesn't really have a lot of characters that she necessarily pairs like super well with, right? But she's still a very solid character in completing content. I'd say still level her up, yes, and there's going to be future characters that Lilia can do damage in. Yeah, they gotta lay off the crit, bro. I need to see more dot damage teams. I gotta see some more. Like, I really want to see. Like, I want us to get a Kafka level poison character, right? Like a Sampo level poison character where like they do like their own buff with like the poison. Maybe like it goes into maybe not just poison, but maybe a toxin or something like that. Like how Dark Souls had poison, but then they had toxin, which was a crazier poison, right? Like I want them to go with the poison character that just benefits from having the poison there and can just do some really massive, like if we're gonna talk dot damage, like just some really good dot damage, like a 20k dot or something like that, to just really help out. Now of course it would require that character to stack it like very heavily, but like that's the type of stuff that I'm talking. I want some serious dots.
Till the torch is lit.
An OD level poison character? Yes, dude. Like, yes. Give me some OD, bro. That reminds me, I gotta play some today. No, I'm saying I want a character like that. There isn't a character. There isn't a character out like that, but I want something like that. Not for all dots, but at least for, like, poison. Oh, we just lost this. I want somebody to be able to pop poison. They'll make another star character on 1.7. Bro, you're probably not, like, you know, inaccurate with that. I'd be so mad if they actually put out a star poison character. That would just be such an insult. That'd be such an insult. You know what, though? For 2 seconds, I thought that's what Ezra was going to be, because mushrooms can be poisonous. So, I literally didn't put it past them with that thought, right? Like, I was literally thinking it. Did I still get... Wow. I messed up and I still got it. That's kind of wild. We still tripled S with the mess up. This guy not die? It's infinite. It's infinite basically. It's either until you die or 30 turns. It's the raids that come out in 1.4. Single target poison that pops poison while spreading it after a kill matches the vibe well. That would be pretty cool. That could spread it after killing a unit. Yeah, a single target poison character that could spread poison after killing a unit would be very nice. And yes, Obi, the burn mechanic should have worked that way. It really should have worked that way. Where you could spread fire after killing a unit. That would have made burn very nice.
I'm here, with everyone. Another jar?
Because you're a number plant? Nah, there's gotta be a plant, bro. There's gotta be. Yenni gets a pass because she looks amazing as only 5-star. They need to lay off star. Any get to an info? No, not yet. No numbers, if that's what you're asking.
There they are.
If I were to have to pick, yeah, P1 Joe and 6.
The final demonstration. Coming. Leave it to me. Welcome to the world of numbers.
Bro, I can't wait any longer. Trust me, as soon as I get some info on Getien, I will provide that info. Other than that, bro, like, we got nothing.
Power from the soil.
I don't know, like, if it's intentional, but it is definitely seen that they are neglecting mental damage. We still triple S'd. Triple S'd. Look at that. Triple S, no healer, bro. Triple S, no healer. Hold on, let me check on the baby. Plants neglected? It is. Plants very neglected. It's very neglected. This is actually a really good banner. Like, if you were just starting out, I mean, that, like, okay, if you just started at 1.6, you had A Knight and Joe, but then you got Pickles that has Sasaki and Sweetheart. That's... You get a buffer and 2 DPS, and then you'd also get Joe. It's actually not a bad start. You get a plant and a beast character. Yeah, they might rerun her for this skin. Yeah, BQ and Bloom is a she's just too good.
Time is like a cold river flowing rapidly. Whoever doesn't have a choice of the direction they will be going. I feel the same helplessness when you remain silent.
Eagle deserves more. She's not gonna get any more though. She's not gonna get any more. They could put out a plant crit character to replace Eagle. You know. I think that's about it. I think that's about all they're gonna do. Let us limit break our 3 and 4 stars. No more crit character. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, people talked about limit breaking 3 and 4 stars, but I just don't see a point. I don't see a point in them doing all of that math and doing all that work for something that not many people are going to do. That's kind of more of a gimmicky thing. Like, it's not like doing the 3 and 4 star doesn't really improve the game. Like, I just wouldn't want them to work on that. At least not right now. Like, I know people want those characters. And I'm not saying it's not possible, but right now they have other, like, they just have other things to work on. Okay. All right. Taking off the headset. Thank you. What's wrong with you? She's probably mad. She does that when she, like, is mad or wants my attention. She starts hitting me. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Let's see. Let's check what Getian's mats are again. Start farming those. Nope. All right. We do have, there's no values yet, right? Unfortunate. But there is some stuff on them. They give you, like, inspiration. It's on an instinct bird, kind of like what Esther said. Esther posted all this. It was... And then we kind of see a little bit of his insight stuff. There's some crit chance in there. Use a scepter and Ouija's. So, yeah, I'm not really ready for him yet. I need 3 more Ouija's and 3 scepters. I'm so low on mats. I gotta upgrade my thing. Here, just go run. probably hungry. I'm gonna have to get off soon. Ooh. Lord have mercy. Oh, okay, I can make those, so I'm good here. I need these. Oh, I can make these too. I see more bowls of rice. Nope. Okay, so I'm kind of good on these. I always need these coins. I need these. I could just farm these straight up. Let's farm 420. Well, all right. Is there anything else? I don't think so.
Then some silence. Stay balanced.
Considering how relevant 4 stars, 3 stars are despite no I3, it won't be something the devs are bothered about. Yeah, I don't think, like, unless there's like a big ass outcry for like 3 stars and 4 stars, like, then I don't see it being a big thing. Yeah, it was good, Alex.
Then some silence.
All right. I think we're gonna end it here because the baby wants some attention, and she's destroying the house right now. And I'm gonna be streaming longer tomorrow because I have to start. We gotta start the stream at reset. So tomorrow I will not stream as early because like there's no content until roguelite mode. I mean, honestly, there's just nothing to do outside of the roguelite mode, other than talking to you guys, which I do love talking to you guys, but I also want to do some content, and I will try my best. What I'll do is I'll complete the roguelite without Joe, and then we'll do it with Joe, and hopefully it's infinite to where we can keep doing it over and over again, kind of like balance mode, but we'll see. Because I feel like they're going to limit the amount of time I can spend in there. But anyways, guys, go ahead and get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky.